I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we're going for a drive. '19 Aston Martin.
Vantage.
Look at this color. This is the only appropriate color for this vehicle.
Lime essence. I agree.
Or what's it called in Chevy Bolt colors?
Shock.
Nice. Same. It's pretty much exactly the same.
Oh, exactly the same color palette. Oh, yeah. So this signifies the end of Eco Month, and I'm very happy to be back in a V8.
Yeah, this is honestly amazing.
Yeah, although my wallet's not as happy.
Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this car and what it is. Where does it fall in line in the Aston Martin lineup?
At the bottom.
But we drove the DB11 earlier, watched that video.
Which is above this.
This is better.
Well, this is a sports car.
This is way better.
That was a Grand Touring car.
Okay, horsepower and torque.
503 horsepower and 505 pound-feet of torque.
So this is a Mercedes engine?
Yes, it is a tuned, tweaked by Aston Martin 4-liter AMG V8.
So this is kind of an AMG GTC.
Kind of, yes. It's also kind of a 911.
And also kind of an Aston Martin.
It's fully an Aston Martin.
But it's very DB11 in here.
Oh yeah, it's very Aston Martin in here.
So what do you want to talk about first?
Oh, the outside.
Favorite part?
The front bumper and the rear diffuser. Honestly, I can't pick.
I think for me it's the front bumper, the rear spoiler, and the taillights. It's got like the craziest grille that like pops out of itself.
But it is the traditional Aston grille, it's just a whole new take on it.
And Aston Martin Uptown Toronto is so gangster, they said no to the front plate.
Yeah, they also gave it to us in this color, which they custom ordered. So
that's like the smartest thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alec, for ordering it. Check out his YouTube channel. He does all kinds of Aston Martin stuff.
Yeah, he actually spec'd this car out, so mad props to him. Other than the grille, I think it's kind of bland, but like in a good way.
What I also like about the front end is the headlights.
Yeah, I know. So very simple.
Usually I love daytime running lights with no headlight because it has a cooler pattern. But this, when you have headlights on, you get those little bulbs in there and you can see those little stripes on the sides way more.
It does look pretty damn cool.
I think if you can't make the lights all black, like all dark, having it on full headlight mode is better, and it shows up the taillights as well.
That's true.
When you're really close up, it kind of looks like a really modded RX-7 from behind.
I could see that. I just love the overall shape because of that ducktail spoiler that's built in.
I'd say it's a little like gnarly, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I'll agree with that.
Like,
you know what else is gnarly? That rear diffuser.
Yeah, okay, that's like...
It's huge! And those little blades painted in lime essence, like, come on!
Okay, more stuff I like about the looks.
All right.
The beefy fenders, front and back.
Yeah.
And what's really cool is that we've got this like cutout around the fender with that cool metal pattern that was on the back of the DB11.
Which is actually a vent for the front tires, just like a Porsche GT2 RS kind of thing.
I feel like we never talk about the side rear view mirrors.
Only sometimes.
These look awesome from both angles, inside and outside.
Very aerodynamic looking.
And I love how much green you can see from the outside body panels from inside.
Yeah, so do I. It's one of my favorite parts.
Bumperettes?
Okay, so I always complain about bumperettes, but because there's so much going on back there, I don't mind. And the exhaust is black, giant tips. I kind of want it to be a little bit bigger and louder.
Yeah, I think it needs to be more obnoxious of a looking exhaust, but whatever.
I'll get to that later, because like I really want to talk about that exhaust sound.
And then let's finish off on the wheels.
I really like the wheels. I don't love them, but I really like them in black.
This one has some black trim where other ones do not.
Yeah, if this was spec'd out with silver wheels, it wouldn't have looked as good.
One more thing, black roof.
Oh yeah, okay, so that is a gloss black roof option.
Yeah, and it's got some cool pattern on it. Like, it's really nice.
It is really nice. This car is overall beautiful. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Now that we're done with the looks, Yuri, can you floor it a bit for me?
Oh my God, this is fast.
And what's on your right foot, Yuri?
Pelote shoes.
Today's sponsor is Pelote Shoes. We've been wearing these shoes for several months, and we absolutely love them.
I never had driving shoes until I got these Pelotes.
Yeah, same here.
It makes a huge difference. All my old shoes, whenever I drive with them, it feels like I'm in cardboard boxes on my feet.
Pelote shoes are legit. We love these shoes.
I can feel so much more pedal.
Yeah, exactly. Like for heel toe and stuff, amazing.
Electric cars too, because you know, you gotta be sensitive with the gas pedal.
Whatever. It really helps with any type of car. And they'll actually look really good too. So like, I don't mind wearing them outside of the car as well.
Yeah, because a lot of like driving shoes look like weird driving shoes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, check out these gray ones, because I'm a white shoe guy.
Yes, you are.
I've transitioned into being a gray shoe guy because white was getting a little bit hard to clean.
I do like my white shoes and my black shoes, so I've got nice black shoes.
And I can finally wear these shoes everywhere.
So we're both wearing the new Pistone X. They are brand new, unreleased, but they will be released as soon as this video goes live. And guess what? We've got a discount code for you.
TheStraightPipes 15.
Yeah, 15% off your entire order, Canada and US.
I highly recommend you try getting some driving shoes if you really like driving. So right now we're driving an automatic Aston Martin.
Yes, we are.
Only 2 pedals.
That's right.
We should probably try this out on a 3-pedal stick shift Aston Martin.
Yeah, like a DBS? This is actually the best sounding car ever. Don't forget to check out the website and buy those shoes.
Maybe it'll be a nice Christmas present for yourself.
The discount code is valid from November 1st to December 25th. Before I drive, I want to hear your thoughts on how it is to drive.
Okay, so it's a rear-wheel drive.
Yes, it is.
So it does get a little squirrely.
Oh, yes, it does.
It feels a lot like the AMG GTCs.
I kind of disagree, but I also kind of agree.
Yeah, it can get away from you. It's very fast. You floor, you go. You get a lot of cool exhaust crackles and stuff too, but it looks way cooler.
It looks super cool.
And I think it may be a little more chill throttle-wise. Like I feel like the pedal isn't as touchy as the AMG GTCs were.
Maybe, okay, a little bit.
Similar, it's similar.
It is slightly less horsepower, so I could see that.
And it's way more fun to drive than the DB11.
Yes, it is. DB11.
Way more sporty.
Well, this fully competes with like a Porsche 911 and AMG GTs.
So if I had to compare this against a GT3, I think the GT3 is more fun to drive.
Yeah, this is kind of priced like a turbo and a GT3, so it's kind of slotting somewhere around there, but Aston's gonna have an even more hardcore version of this later.
So I'm gonna let you drive it. I'll butt in a little bit about the infotainment, but I'm gonna let you drive it and talk about that first.
Well, I would love to.
Launch control.
That was easy, and launch is pretty hard. Oh my God. Okay, it pulls really hard right after.
That sounds really good revving out.
Sounds really good, has a lot of trouble hooking up. The tires are a little cold, it is a little bit of a colder day, but man, does this thing launch hard and pull hard all the way to red line. So we have 295 Pirellis out back. I think they probably could have put a little bit of a wider tire and a little bit lower tread wear so they hook up a little bit better.
Yeah, it doesn't look as wide as the AMG GTCs did.
No, it doesn't. So let's talk about this engine a little bit. Non-stop pulling power. Like any other Mercedes that has this engine, I have no issues with this engine. It pulls so damn hard, there's no turbo lag. And let's get to that sound now, because that sound is incredible. It's very different. I didn't expect them to make it so different from the Mercedes 4-liter AMG engine, which is very typical of the Mercedes. But they actually kind of took out all the bass notes out of it.
I like it. It definitely feels more luxury.
It definitely feels more upscale, more luxury. But you know what the most disappointing thing is to me?
What?
It doesn't sound as good in here as it does outside.
They can't do that for everything. And this isn't a convertible. The GTCs were convertibles.
This is true.
So like maybe if there's a convertible version, it would sound the same.
Yeah, it would probably help a little bit. But I have also used my method of crackles and pops for this exhaust, and it works slightly differently. You just gotta tap it a little bit harder. So let me test that for you right now. There we go, there we go.
Yeah, we get it, it works.
Okay, so it sounds incredible, and that's all I'm gonna say about that exhaust.
So, the exhaust got cracklier in track mode.
Yes, so again, as Aston Martins do, my favorite toggle switches ever, just like kind of BMWs, because they're done independently. So we have our suspension settings on the left, so there's Sport, Sport Plus, and Track, and then we also have them for the engine, same settings.
And track goes red, Sport and Sport Plus are white.
Yeah, so Track is the loudest mode because this is a valved exhaust, and it sounds incredible in Track mode, but it also gets a little squirrely in Track mode.
Yeah, we have a good traction control system, obviously.
It's kind of like Mercedes, where it pulls power though.
But this, I feel like, can you push through a little better?
A tiny bit.
A tiny. So it's slightly better, we think, maybe, than the AMGs, but we need to test it out on a track. Aston Martin, track us.
Hook it up. Let's talk about this transmission a little bit. It is a ZF 8-speed, regular old auto, which is great. Love it, just like in the DB11.
It's got those thunder claps every time you shift high up.
Oh my God, those freaking thunder claps. Are we calling those that?
Thunder claps. I think thunder clappers are those things they have at like basketball games or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, fine, I'll take it.
Thunder clap.
I think it sounds like a rusty chainsaw, which is a really good thing. And then obviously, because this is a sports car, we have an electronically controlled limited slip differential. I believe this is Aston Martin's first one. And because we can't push this that hard, I haven't really noticed too much about it, but it's never gotten in the way and it's powered through every corner I've taken it through, so I have no issues with it.
This thing like powers through corners. Like anytime you take a turn, it's so like snappy and direct.
Yeah, so this feels like a sports car to me, like totally like a sports car, like a 911, like those AMGs, way different than that DB11 where that was a GT car.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we both really like this over the DB11 because it's targeted at people like us, just goons with a lot of money that we don't have.
Zero money.
Yeah, exactly. But if we did, this is a car for us.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a car for young people, and obviously the friggin' paint color, like, they're bringing in the young buyers.
So like the GTC, it is a mid-engine, but front mid-engine.
That's right. And as Aston is doing on basically all their models lately, 50-50 weight distribution. Perfect.
That's cool.
This thing feels so well balanced, like you said. Like, throwing it into corners, this feels like a sports car. It's right in between, to me, a 911 and AMG GT. Like, right in between both. You get the crazy exhaust from the AMGs, and you get a lot more of the handling from the 911s.
I feel like in my head, it's hard to disconnect this from being luxury because it's Aston Martin. Like, I can't think of it as a raw sports car as much. It's hard, you know?
Thinking about it, yes, but driving it?
Yeah, driving it, yeah. If this was a blind driving test, like, for sure.
Exactly. So if you were in one of those blind Chevy commercials where you had to not know what logo you were in, you'd think it was closer to a 911 driving it.
Yo, it'd be cool if they made a James Bond where James Bond was just like a young kid with too much money and this was the car he got around in.
That would be
like
cool.
There was a chase like this, he had like skinny jeans and like tattoos and stuff. It's like, yo, I can't get out of here. Just like,
just goons his way out.
Yeah.
Just vaping out the window.
Yeah.
All right, Yuri. So we've talked about the drive, which is fantastic. I'd like to hear more about this interior and infotainment.
Okay, the infotainment is the exact same as the DB11, old Mercedes stuff, no Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Do you mind it in here?
No, in the GTC I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it in this. I did mind it in the DB11 because it's a touring one, but in here it's fine. We've got that Mercedes scroll wheel, but this one has a lot of hard buttons.
All the buttons are my favorite things ever. There's so many buttons and toggle switches for everything. This is the best.
A lot of companies try to get rid of buttons to clean up their interior. This has a lot of buttons, but it's clean and I know everything is, and I don't have to stress out with the stupid infotainment screen.
And remember the DB11, it was all gloss black? This is just not gloss black buttons everywhere.
This is the perfect amount of gloss black for Jakub, just on the vent so you don't have to touch.
Yeah, and I got knurled knobs, like, done. This is my interior.
I like the chrome outline and the glass outline around the shift buttons and the start-stop button.
Everything's so classy and nice looking in here.
Okay, next thing. I love how this is color matched to the exterior.
That is an option. There's lots of options in here.
And we got little knee pads.
My favorite. So, knee pads on the sides so that when you're on the track, you're not bashing yourself up. It makes it so much more comfortable to drive on the track and in daily driving around corners.
Also interior-wise, the gauges are pretty much the exact same as the DB11.
Nice and fast, nice and smooth.
Yeah, not too customizable, but whatever. Our steering wheel, column-mounted paddles.
I would like them on the steering wheel, but they're so big that it kind of almost doesn't matter.
I'll take what I get with it, I don't care.
Yeah.
The seats are very comfortable.
So comfortable, and the leather quality, man.
And we got cool adjustment on the side. We can inflate stuff, deflate stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, this is just such a quality car. Like, everything feels so quality in here. They got leather everywhere you can see it, including the visors.
3, 2, 1.
No.
Nope, they're stuck on there. Whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do some tests.
Supercar tests?
Supercar checklist. Let's see if this is a supercar.
Number 1, is it fast? Yes, it is.
Effing fast.
Yeah.
Does it sound good? Is it loud?
Yeah. Oh, it sounds so good. Okay.
Do the doors go up?
Yes, they kind of do. Does that get a supercar pass?
I'm gonna give it a supercar fail.
I agree.
Do you look cool getting in and out of it?
Oh, yes, you do. Especially when you're wearing your pelote shoes.
Actually, getting in and out is very easy. They make it very low. Anytime I'm in a supercar, I'm like, oh, I gotta get out. This one, too easy.
So easy. Yeah, that's actually a supercar fail.
Yeah.
But you still look cool.
You still look cool. The visors.
We did that. All right, let's just do it again.
3, 2, 1.
That's a fail. Which is a supercar pass, yeah.
Small cup of coffee, fits perfectly.
Yes, it does.
Supercar fail. Box test.
Let's find out.
A lot of people complain that we put the boxes in upside down, but that's because they don't know what's in the boxes.
What's in the boxes?
Pelote shoes.
Did you actually take off your shoes for this?
Yes. For a hatchback?
That's a fail. That was too good.
Way too good.
Yeah, like this is too practical.
Definitely.
Is there carbon fiber?
I don't see any.
Not that much. You can option it all around the outside, which would have been nice, but this one, supercar fail.
Gimmicky steering wheel?
Oh yeah, square shaped, supercar pass. I'd like to add one special supercar item checklist for this car.
Shoot.
The umbrella holder option in the trunk.
Okay, that gets a supercar pass.
Supercar gimmick pass.
Or is that a luxury car pass? That might be for the luxury test.
I guess.
Once we break into the Rolls Royce market.
Yeah,
Bentleys.
all right. So, is this a supercar? No.
No, and I think the main reason is the doors don't go up enough.
I agree.
So like the i8, it got a supercar pass. It was slower, it didn't sound as good, but the doors went up. The doors need to go up unless it's like an Huracan.
Yeah, and I also kind of would like to redeem myself because I got really excited during the AMG GTC review and I called that a supercar. It's not a supercar.
Supercar fail.
I just got really excited with the exhaust sound.
We're gonna need to come up with a straight pipe score. We'll do that later.
Yeah, if someone likes spreadsheets, just send us spreadsheets with all of our supercar checklist passes.
Yes.
I think that's about it. This car is fast, loud, beautiful. Let's finish this off with the price.
$782,000.
Surprisingly not. I think this is a friggin' bargain of a car.
Go for it.
Starts at $172,000.
Canadian.
This one is optioned out to $226,900.
Canadian.
Yeah.
So compared to a GTC, a GTR,
The starting price is right around there, just like 911s.
and it's like half as much as the DB11 we drove.
Exactly. And this is the hipster choice because no one has these on the road. This is an amazing car.
I would take this over a GTR.
Oh man, I don't know if I could.
This is way more rare, way cooler to see on the road.
I would take this over a GTC. I'm not sure about an AMG GTR.
Would you take this over an i8?
Yes.
What if this only came in white or silver? Would you take this over a copper i8?
I was forced to take this in white or silver.
Yeah, I would take the i8.
I would still take this. Just that exhaust sound, man. It's so fast.
Doors up, man. Doors up is cooler, I think, unless it's this color.
I get it.
This or a GT3?
Ooh, that's really tough.
I would take this for the cool factor.
I totally understand that because, again, there's none of these on the road.
Yeah. But the GT3 is probably a way better drive.
And that GT3 sound was so unique.
I know.
And you can get it with a manual.
Boom.
Speaking of, Aston Martin has announced that you can get this with a manual next year. Yeah. So this will be the first Mercedes AMG engine that you can get with a manual transmission.
Yes,
I
need to drive
know.
that. Okay.
Can you imagine this with a manual?
So then this is gonna win next year.
Probably, yep.
All right.
So check out Aston Martin Uptown Toronto and maybe even buy one of these if you have enough money for it.
So if you like this Aston Martin review and you want us to review more exotic cars, maybe we should review a Lambo from Grand Touring.
Yeah, Grand Touring's got some. They even have Performantes and stuff.
I actually think Huracans look better than Aventadors.
Yeah, but Aventadors have a V12, so.
And their doors go up.
Exactly.
But I like the looks.
Let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, patreon.com/TheStraightPipes,
and the YouTube membership button, and buy some shoes because these are the best for driving.
15% off your whole order. Do it.
Buy like 9 pairs.
Yeah, buy them for friends and family.
I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. Subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.